Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah and Abu Ja'far al-Mansur, the Abbasid Khalifa. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, as was the case before and as is the case now, scholars were targeted because they carried so much influence and power in the hearts of the people. And so what would tyrants do? They would like to subjugate them and make them puppets, because they know that if they control the scholars, they control the people. And so Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, that great Imam, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to shower mercy on him, say Ameen, and all of our Imams. He had a lot of people that were jealous of him, jealous of his knowledge, and jealous of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had bestowed him with. And he came at a time where the Umayyad Caliphate was going down and the Abbasid Caliphate was going up. And not only was he tortured and killed in the Abbasid Caliphate, but he was also tortured during the Umayyad's time. Tortured, whipped, rahimahullah. And subhanallah, one time when he was whipped, he was seen crying. And he was asked, why are you crying? He said, because I think of what would happen if my mother were to see me in such a situation, how depressed she would become. Subhanallah. And Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, during the time of Abu Ja'far al-Mansur, Abu Ja'far al-Mansur knew he wanted to get rid of Abu Hanifa. And he used this as an excuse, a political excuse to murder him. And so Abu Ja'far al-Mansur brought Abu Hanifa to his court and he said, I will appoint you as the chief judge under my rule, Qadi al-Qudah. And Abu Hanifa knows that if he becomes the chief judge under his rule, he's going to become his puppet, having to make what is halal haram and what is haram halal. This is what these tyrants do. And so Abu Ja'far al-Mansur was forcing him to do such a thing. And he says, La asluh. He said, I'm not fit for this. And Abu Ja'far responds to him, you lie. And Abu Hanifa at this age, he's 70 years old. He's a senior old man. And he says, then if that's the case, then Amir al-Mu'mineen has already decided I'm not fit. Because if I'm telling the truth that I'm not fit, then I'm telling the truth. And if you're saying I'm a liar, then I'm also not fit for the role of Qadi al-Qudah. And so angered and upset at the brilliance and the genius of Abu Hanifa and his answers, he has him imprisoned again and whipped every single day, starved, dehydrated, to the point where the people, when they did his janazah at the end and they washed his body, they said he was so frail, so nahif, because of all the torture that had come before. And Abu Ja'far al-Mansur calls him again to his courtroom. And he says, I swear by Allah, he takes an oath that you will be Qadi al-Qudah. Imam Abu Hanifa responds with an even stronger and greater oath. And those in the courtroom, they say, how dare you make an oath after Amir al-Mu'mineen has made an oath? And subhanAllah, look again at the genius of Abu Hanifa. He says, the Amir al-Mu'mineen is far more capable and able than I to expiate his oath. He has so much more wealth. It's nothing for him. And again, he shines with his brilliance. Abu Ja'far al-Mansur again has him whipped, has him imprisoned, has him put back in his cell. And Abu Ja'far, khalas, he wants to get rid of Imam Abu Hanifa once and for all. He brings him and he has a bowl of poison in a drink that he forces him to drink. Abu Hanifa refuses. He says, I know you're trying to poison me. He then has his guards force him down. And he has Imam Abu Hanifa, rahimahullah, forced down his throat that poison. And Abu Hanifa then gets up to walk away. And Abu Ja'far al-Mansur asks him, where are you going? Where are you going? He said, from where you brought me. And then he's taken and escorted back to his cell. And he spent his last moments, rahimahullah, in salah. And he took his final breath and he died in sajda as a shaheed. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to shower mercy on him, ya Rabb.